Hello, world, and welcome to a brand new episode of Spotlight News, episode 10. I might add.
Yeah,
Getting
episode
there.
10, all right.
It's almost over. Semester's almost over, guys.
Yeah.
And once again, I am your host, Jamal Bostic, at Jamal5uno on Twitter. Sitting with my guys, Keenan Wright, Frankie Gennara, hometown hero, I might add. He went to Kennedy High School. This guy's a legend out here in the summer.
Who told you that?
This guy's a legend.
I'm not.
We're once again this week we're missing a
The
loved
beautiful
individual.
damsel, Gisele.
She's a damsel, all right.
Oh,
The beautiful
Gisele Vega. She's
8.5
unfortunately,
out of 10. She's still in Mexico somewhere.
yeah.
Oh, is
We,
That's
she
what
she didn't really answered back to our texts. You know,
They
so
have service out there?
we're kind of worried. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. She could be. She's somewhere in Mexico. That's all I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we miss you, Gisele. Like, text us back, tweet us something. But if you're getting kidnapped, I hope you're watching the show. All right. So what we got in entertainment news today, gentlemen? What's going on? What's the
Other than the Kim Kardashian paper magazine, which is very hype, already blown up as it is, there really isn't nothing much to talk about.
yeah?
Yeah, so.
Beyonce's sister Solange just got married.
Oh, really? The one
did.
that took a swing at Jay-Z?
That one. Yeah, that's the only sister I know.
Yeah.
Unless you want to count like the rest of Destiny's Child as Beyonce's sisters.
No, of course not.
No.
Well, everybody except Michelle.
Why not?
Solange is
Why
the
you
ugly.
calling Michelle out?
She's the ugly sister.
Ooh.
What?
Yes. Like
Solange is
Beyonce, she's the
beautiful.
pretty one. She's the one that has the implants. She's the one that gets all the attention. While Solange, she's not the sister that gets as much attention as Beyonce.
Well, Solange is not a superstar. She's just.
yeah,
she
yeah.
doesn't
That's what
mean
I'm
she's
saying.
not
There,
beautiful,
she's
but-
the.
Solange is-
Well, she's not ugly, but it's a metaphor term, like the ugly sister, like no one, the sister that no one pays attention
She's
to.
like the ugly stepsister.
Until she took a swing at Jay-Z, then everybody knew her name.
I think people knew who she was already. But,
Yeah.
She had a cool little music career at first, you know. I never listened to her music.
I never listened. I didn't know she sung.
I
Was it gospel or?
No, it was R&B, I think.
Oh. Name a song.
She had a hit. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. But yeah, she got married over the weekend. You know, everybody was there. It was a nice little cordial affair. It was beautiful. It was pleasant. It was wonderful.
I'm sure Jay showed up.
Yeah, me and Keenan got invited, but we couldn't go because
We're busy.
Yeah, we was busy.
Work.
We're busy people here.
Getting to the money.
It's probably news. Yeah, we gotta get paid. I definitely gotta
Not
get
not
paid.
only with jobs, though with school. Like he said, though, we're in week 13 of the semester, so this is when shit's going down for the students.
Finals week is coming up. Unfortunately, just like the deadline for our Divergent magazine is coming up. If you go to Cypress College, or if you like live in Cypress College and you like wander campuses regularly, you should come through and get the newest issue. It's coming soon. Everybody's working on it in the back over here. And, you know, we're just, you know, we're working hard. We're
Yeah.
hardly working. But yeah, it's
Are
coming up
working
soon.
hardly.
Yes. But forgot. How you guys doing today?
Great.
Doing
Monday.
good. I feel
Great.
big wearing this
Monday.
jersey. I feel big.
Still at football Monday.
Maybe
Good
it's
luck,
maybe
guys.
it's because of the stars on the shoulders. It makes me feel big. I don't know. I just feel different in this jersey. But I'm feeling good, Jay. How about you, Matt? What about your Patriots?
My Patriots are doing well, but that's another story for
Okay,
another
okay,
segment of the show.
okay. Seeing you're in a happy mood.
Yes, I feel a tad bit shitty today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I woke up like sick, like feeling sick.
That was the worst.
Ebola's spreading.
Ebola.
Well, I don't know. Somebody I know must have had it because I got it. I don't even know how I got it. Like I've been bundling up like every night. Like I was definitely trying to avoid getting sick.
I woke up beautiful. I had to study till 2 in the morning, but this morning I felt a new life. Energy.
Waking up with that cocoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, can't say that on TV.
Let's not say that.
Yeah,
online.
I woke up feeling great.
Go-
What? No. What are we talking about?
What did we teaching him?
I didn't teach him nothing.
Usually before we go live, these two are just sitting in here just doing God knows what. Well,
He taught me
Talking
something
football.
new. He taught me something new.
they were actually mic'd up the whole time so I could hear what they were saying.
He taught me how to love cocoa.
Keenan
Oh my
is trying to
God.
teach Frankie how to be a drug dealer.
What?
He's educating him on the art of cocaine.
Oh my God.
How to sell it, how to smoke it, all that. Like
I can't deal with you
you're
guys.
teaching the kid bad ways.
I'm just teaching
Frankie
them how
is a-
to groove to a beat. You know,
Frankie's an innocent.
forget with the
Young.
lyrics. The beat is nice.
Frankie's an innocent young man. You shouldn't be in that life. Now he's gonna be strolling up and down Lincoln Boulevard, doing bad things.
Going on Crenshaw.
Oh my God.
You better not. Go down. You better not go down Crenshaw. I'm gonna forget you said that. To be honest.
I'll go down there tonight. Be like, any of you guys know Jamal?
Oh, hey.
No.
Coming back. He won't make it back.
Hey, that's on you, bro. We can't. I can do the show just me and Kim. But anyway, in music news, I'm pretty excited about this actually. My man J. Cole coming out of his little hiatus, man. I ain't seen J. Cole in a minute. You know, me and J. Cole are pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah.
What's his real name?
Jermaine.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it right.
Jermaine Cole. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We tight. Bro.
Yeah, but he's been MIA for a long time.
Yeah, man. He recently announced on Twitter that his new album is coming out by the end of the year. The title of the album is 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Maybe it's somewhere he grew up.
20 what?
14 Forest Hills Drive.
Forest Hill Drive. All right.
It should be. I mean, I've always been a big fan of J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, J. Cole is one of those rappers who are just like you want to hear their music.
I was
Yeah.
actually whatever on him, and then I went to a concert at Staples Center, and he was a guest performer. I think it was Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, and Snoop was there, West Side Connection, and he like killed the show. Like I never really heard his lyrics, and he talks about real stuff.
J. Cole can
Yeah.
spit probably better than anyone else. There's guys who can spit, but J. Cole's one of those guys who's usually like.
Yeah, he has meaning to what he's talking about.
Can you name like 5 rappers on top of your head who you know can just spit like 5 of your top?
I can. Snoop, Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and I'm gonna have
This is like all time.
all time.
All time.
Oh, well, let me take that list back then.
Yeah, I
let me
was
take
like,
that. Let me
Lil
take that.
Wayne, like-
I'm thinking we talking about active like right now.
No, like rappers all time since rap started.
Okay.
All time spitters in the rap game right now. All time spitters.
Okay. Well, I gotta go. Of course, my favorite is Pac.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way he talked about real life issues that people were scared to touch.
Real shit.
And then I have to say, Slick Rick. You think it's the way he wasn't talking about things that it was just the way of his flow that he could make a whole song a story and still make all of it rhyme.
Yeah, and that's crazy because not a lot of people bring Slick Rick up.
Yeah, you really have to do your research on Slick.
Yeah.
Listen to the music.
You gotta really dig into the archives of rap.
Yeah.
Slick Rick.
Yeah, that's what originated it. He was one of the originators. And also, we have to go. I still believe Snoop. Snoop can spit. Like he might talk about a specific genre or a specific area and stick to that area, but he knows what he's talking about and he can flow off the top of the head. See, a lot of people say Nas. A lot of people, but I'm gonna be honest. I've never really liked his music.
Really?
Or maybe I've just never given it much thought.
Nas is one of those rappers. I guess maybe it's just the East Coast thing, but Nas is like those rappers, like one of those rappers who had that message, and like he's just like that guy. Like what he says, like I feel like you have to be like really like smart to get what he says.
Yeah.
Because some of the metaphors he uses is just like, what? Like he's one of those rappers who make you say like, okay, I'm gonna just pretend I know what he said, just you know. But like Nas is one of those guys.
Yeah, I have to study his music more. Like I never really like. All right, everybody think he's such a lyrical genius. Let me sit down and just. I've never done that.
You gotta listen to the whole Illmatic like through. Like,
really?
Illmatic just through.
Yeah, I might have to check that out. But then I can't. We can't forget about Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne.
Like from '99 to like.
I'm talking about one of the best ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wayne.
Up to like the Carter 4.
Okay, well, yeah, but I feel like, making music-wise, it's decreasing.
Like how he makes music.
But I'm saying, if we were to get him in a room and say, spit us 15 bars right now, 10 bars, I think he'll give us some hot verses.
Yeah.
Like off the top of the dome type thing. That's why I have to put him in there, because not many artists can do that.
True, yeah.
What about you? What do you think?
My number one, Ice-T. Can't forget about the originator, Ice-T. He brought hip-hop in the West Coast. Number 2, Tupac. Number 3, Dr. Dre. Number 4, Kendrick Lamar. Okay. Kendrick Lamar represents this era. And number 5, I'm going to give love to Eminem.
Eminem, yeah. I was gonna also say Eminem. Eminem, that boy be spitting hot verses. Sometimes, didn't he just spit a hot verse that was kind of?
It was like 8 minutes long, but like,
it was.
I feel like if it was any other rapper, you'd probably skip parts. But Eminem, you want to listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, I heard he said some controversial things regarding Ray
doesn't,
Rice.
Yeah, but when doesn't Eminem do it? I mean,
true.
But the way he said it though, it was pretty dope. Like,
But
you
grew up seeing him evolve from a white boy rapping to
like one of the kings.
Relapse,
Yeah.
to Recovery, and now here he is now with Marshall Mathers LP. But this time he's matured, and
Eminem, yeah.
And here's the thing: people are saying we want the old Eminem back. He goes, no, but you don't realize it. He's changed. He's not doing it just for the publicity. He's changed personally, and he shows his change in music. If you don't like it, well, you can go fuck yourself. That's what Eminem would say to those guys.
There's no censorship in YouTube. Say
whether you're a fan of
yeah.
Eminem or not, you love him or hate him. If you love him, then you'll love his music that he has now. If you don't, well, then get out.
Well, my top 5. Pac, you gotta put Pac in top 5. Biggie. I feel like you gotta put Biggie in your top 5 because Biggie was the voice. Tupac was the voice of the West Coast. Biggie was the voice of the East Coast.
True.
And what he was spitting was the truth too. He was spitting about his life, like growing up in Bed-Stuy, selling crack. Didn't tell his mom. Like he really had to struggle. Like trying to feed his daughter. Didn't have no money. Just doing what he had to do. Like Biggie spit real stuff.
Yeah.
Just like Pac did. If anything, they were just like each other. They were just two separate backgrounds and ended up in the same.
Think of it as though the one cool thing about Pac is he survived 3 gunshots. One to the head, one to his groin area, and one in the chest. I mean, how do you survive a gunshot wound to the head?
Only Pac knows.
How you feel about 50 Cent then?
50
Cent is Jesus.
50 cents.
50 Cent might be Jesus.
So what's his brother's name? 75 cent.
That's a good question.
25 cent.
Oh God.
The long lost. No one knows.
Oh Jesus.
His grandpappy $1.
Anyway, speaking of Jesus, my number 3 is Kanye West.
Kanye.
Which Kanye?
Any Kanye.
Kanye's still brilliant.
Yeah, I listen to Kanye. You can't say you listen to rap and say, oh,
But he don't call
I don't
himself.
listen to Kanye.
He don't call himself Kanye. He calls himself Jesus.
Well, shit, I call myself Jesus too. But he has that right. Like Kanye is a genius.
He is a mastermind.
Except that time he told the guy in the wheelchair to get up.
I mean, we all have our flaws. We do.
What if that guy was a veteran? That would have been a whole lot worse.
Maybe, but yeah, like Kanye is a lyricist,
Lyrical genius.
He's an
like
asshole.
a
though.
mastermind.
He's one of the assholes.
The greatest people were assholes.
True.
Greatest people
He's
in
a better
history.
asshole than Mr. Anderson. I'll tell you that much.
I like that. Well, this guy. But like, I don't even know how to describe how Kanye raps. Like his flow, I can't even describe it because he has that unique, like, just unique.
And then he overuses auto-tune.
He has a voice that will have to be heard. You know, the way he spits.
It's the way he
demands
carries
your
himself.
attention.
The way he
Yeah.
carries himself in his raps is just like he is God. Like, well, recently now, like when he first started off, it was just like, you know, he's on the come up. Like, you know, young dude from Chicago, got in a car accident through the wire. Like, all of his albums, there wasn't like one song on any of his albums where I was just like, I'm not gonna listen to this. Like he's one of those artists where you listen to his CDs through, and he's kind of like my inspiration when I write. I'll listen to his music when I'm writing. Like, that's like my go-to playlist.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And my number 4 might be weird, but my number 4 is Mac Miller.
Okay.
Mac Miller.
Wait, what
We're
is
talking about
this?
white boys and rap.
What is this category right now? Best rappers of all time?
No,
What are we talking about?
dudes who can just spit. Like,
Okay,
all
well,
around,
so we're
like,
just
lyricists.
naming people.
Yes.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it, got it.
No, top 5 rappers of all time. That's a different conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. Mac Miller. Like, we talk about white boys who can spit. You got to give him credit. He can spit.
He's all right.
Mac Miller can spit.
He's okay. He's no Eminem.
He's not an Eminem, but
He's okay.
he's Mac Miller. Like, you got to give him that credit. Like, he can flow. Like, I'll give him that credit. Like, I listen to all his freestyles. Like, I listen to all his music, watch his show. Like, I'm a pretty big fan. I can say I'm a pretty big fan of Mac Miller.
Okay.
Like, dude can spit. Like, when I first heard him, I was just like, just another white boy rapper. But when you really like listen to his music, you're just like, oh, okay, you got something to say. Like, and that's what grabs me, like, when listening to rap. Like, in order to like an artist, you gotta really like what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta really like connect with them on a certain level. Like,
So let me ask you this: what is Mac Miller's message? What is he sending to people? Like, why should I listen to him?
Mac Miller pretty much just raps about him being young and like living life. Like, pretty much most of his raps about like smoking weed and like fucking bitches
Got it.
all day, every day, like doing stupid shit all the time. Like, that's him.
So living young, wild, and free type music.
Kinda, yeah.
Got it.
But he makes it sound cool. Like, it's weird. Like, he'll have some songs where it's just like, are you okay? Like some depressed sounding songs. Like, it's just weird, you know. But Courtney, what are you doing? What is Courtney doing? Let's just talk about Courtney.
Number 5.
Anyway, number 5, Childish Gambino.
Don't know
The
who he is.
comedian.
Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I don't like it. He's okay. I mean, I just don't see why. He's not one that stands out to me. You know.
I don't know. He stood out to me. Maybe it's just kind of the style of rap I like. Like, if this was like a top 10, I'd put Drake on my
Yeah,
list if it
Drake,
was top 10.
Drake. I really don't know what kind of message he delivers because it's all over the place. Like, he talks about starting from the bottom. Starting from the bottom, not even on the top. But he's always been on the top. He's always been successful.
And then he's talking about like missing his girl. The next
Yeah.
song.
Don't forget, he was on Degrassi, so he really was on the
Exactly.
top.
Yeah, he never
Whatever
was.
it takes. Yeah, like he grew up on this.
grew up with a pool in his backyard. He wasn't
I wish
never
I-
was at the
I
bottom.
was trying to pull my back.
And he played a crippled boy in high school.
Well, if anything, I lived in like the courtyard part where the pool was, so you can see the pool from my house. Does that count? Does like having a pool in your
I guess
backyard?
it does. I don't even know. When I grew up, I don't know where there was a pool. Like, probably had to go to a local park. Like, even my park that was in my neighborhood didn't have a pool. So
I don't know if that counts. It's technically in the front, but and I lived on the second floor. Like, I'm gonna get a pool in my backyard one day.
Yeah, I hope to be able to afford a pool in my backyard.
It's gonna be indoor too.
I respect it.
I mean, anybody can dream, right?
Yeah, of course. On the basketball court, bowling alley, elevator,
Okay,
slide for stairs.
slide for stairs.
Yeah.
What is
I got
this?
bad knees. I
This
just
is
rather
The
just go
Sims.
ahead
Look
and
at this.
slide down, you know?
Why not get like those old people chairs?
Oh, you know, those look like they just, it wouldn't be as fun, you know? Unless it's like
You
a
can
roller
have fun-
coaster.
You can have fun. Just like
It'll be fun because they put it at a level. If you put it on
vamp
fucking
up the
fast.
speed or something.
Vamp up the speed.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't go that fast.
You could customize it.
Doubt it. But that would be cool, I won't lie. But
It'd just be a very big safety hazard.
Yeah. I can see myself hitting it on the way up the stairs or,
Or
something
like
that.
malfunction and like
Yeah, and then it just goes straight down and doesn't stop and crack my hip. That doesn't sound good at all.
and then you really gotta use that thing.
Yeah, I'm okay. I like the slide. The slide is safe.
Slides aren't really that safe either though.
Why? Well, unless you put like a needle on the slide or something, but
Like you never know what you're gonna hit when you get to the end of the slide.
Yes, you do.
You never know. Like something could come like out of nowhere, like an RKO or
Oh my God.
like a dog or a kid or somebody might be like shooting like a gun and like you slide and like the bullet just like meet you.
True.
Slide.
I mean, anything could happen. I might slide and actually kick Jesus in his head. I don't know.
It could happen.
Anything could happen. Right.
This show's starting to get out of hand a little bit. See, this is why we need Gisele. Like she kind of keeps us in order, kind of.
True.
Yeah.
Bring me back a churro, Gisele. They have those.
That's slightly racist.
Is it? I just want a churro. I heard Mexico
I
has
don't
it.
even
Pizza Gisele.
I don't even think Mexicans like churros like that.
What?
Or, like they make churros like that in Mexico.
Mexicans don't like churros?
I mean, they like churros, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't see them selling churros at like El Torito.
Yes, you do.
I've never been to El Torito, so I couldn't tell you.
What the? How you?
Like, I feel like they don't do that. Like,
Okay, I'm sorry. That was racist.
it's slightly racist. We just lost like 10 viewers from Mexico.
Don't suspend me.
No, I can't. You're like a staple of this show. Gisele, we can get away with like having her missing.
He said it, not me, Gisele.
And you know, I can't be the only black guy on the show. I think that's the thing. Like, anyway, on to other business. To a subject that's in my
Expertise.
College football top 25.
No.
No?
That's I think that's just gonna be like a plug for the wrestling segment from now on. Like I'm just gonna be like you say expertise.
Okay.
All right. Well, top news. Daniel Bryan, former WWE champion, has been injured for a while. He's been out for
Yes.
how long?
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not even keeping
Since
count.
April.
Yes.
Yes. He's had neck surgery, elbow surgery, and another neck surgery.
And Tommy John.
And yeah. And according to him, he's coming back in January. He plans on coming back in January. Just like Roman Reigns plans on coming back in January.
That'll never happen. I just don't see a man with that many surgeries in 1 year coming back. And with the way the schedule is.
And the way I feel like the only guy who has done it is John Cena. John Cena got hurt in October, came back in January. But I mean, that injury wasn't as serious as a neck injury and an elbow injury, you know.
Nerves.
Yeah, like, but John Cena was capable, even when he had that knee surgery, and he came back pretty quick.
Yeah.
And that elbow surgery, like, I feel like John Cena was the only one capable of doing that. But I guess just the way he stays in shape, like, I mean, everybody's body is different,
Yeah.
but Do you see Daniel Bryan coming back that soon?
I don't see him coming back at all, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, just plain honest.
Not even, you don't want to even give him to WrestleMania?
Nope. I say he's retire. I'm not
But he
quitting on
just
him.
got there, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
he's been there,
But
but
I
the
feel it's
way
like-
he got hurt was just...
And the way his rise was just getting, and the way the events in his personal life just got in the way, and him getting hurt, I don't think he'll ever be the same again. And it's better to retire than put your health at risk.
What about Roman Reigns?
He's different. He's a lot younger and a whole lot better.
And they're still talking about giving him that big push at WrestleMania. He's going to face Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, no, Eric, you're being very distracting right now.
Stop waving that syphilis around.
I didn't even need to look, and I found it, and I figured it out.
Jeez. But yeah, like, they're still getting ready for that push. Thank you for giving me chlamydia and gonorrhea.
Oh
These
my
are,
God.
this is what we do at Cycron. We find weird shit like syphilis and chlamydia,
And baby gonorrhea.
blow up dolls, not blow up dolls, plush toys, syphilis plush toys, and we put they have eyes. Syphilis has eyes.
Gonorrhea
Here comes
has
one
eyes.
more.
And
Oh
some more
my
STDs. What?
STDs.
We
out
just
the
pass
ass.
around STDs here at Cycron. That's what we do.
This is baby chlamydia.
This is chlamydia.
Get
This
some.
is what chlamydia looks like. Bam. Right.
This is gonorrhea.
Jeez.
I want to
Anyway.
keep this gonorrhea. I have got. Never mind. I don't.
Oh,
I don't wanna put
Keaton
that-
has gonorrhea.
I don't want to put that message out there.
The message is out. It's live. Message is out. We can't.
Baby.
We can't edit it. We can't. You
Baby
might.
G.
You might want to tell your girlfriend or other.
I'm gonna give it to her.
Oh,
Look,
yeah, that's true love.
you know, it's
Spreading disease.
cute.
That's how Magic Johnson. That's why Magic Johnson, his wife, you know.
It's cute.
His wife, Coco.
That's iced tea. Cookie.
Cookie. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna take that as a black joke though. 'Cause she's black, and you said Coco.
Oh.
Anyway, speaking of Roman Reigns, okay. So he's due for a major push still. Thank you, Courtney. She had my charge. Due for a major push. How do you feel about him still getting that push? Do you think he's even going to be ready to be champion?
No.
No.
Just give it to Cena again.
Oh, I'm not. I didn't pay $200 to see John
I
Cena.
can't believe you paid $200
As
for
a
a ticket.
big John Cena fan,
I can't believe you paid $200 for a WrestleMania ticket.
I mean, they're not fucking 50. I mean, geez.
I thought you paid for the
but they're good seats, though. I'm not paying for. I didn't pay for nosebleeds.
John Cena will be champion.
If he's champion, I'm asking for my money back.
You won't get your money back because they took your ticket stub.
I'm just gonna look at spoilers like the week before. And just, but they don't usually spoil WrestleMania though.
Yeah.
I'll find out. But yeah, like I really don't think he's ready because he's not really developed as a character yet.
Oh, he hasn't. He's stale.
He's very stale. Like when
Yeah,
he
he
was
is.
with the Shield, he barely cut promos. Like he was pretty much like the muscle, the quiet muscle. Like he's like the big dumb security guard, pretty much. Like I don't see that.
Not as dumb as Paul Blart. You mentioned security guards.
Was that like a shameless plug?
Yes,
My
it was.
guy. I
Yes,
love
it
Paul
was.
Blart. I actually got a chance to work with him. He's a funny guy. Or Kevin James, I should say.
Yeah. All right, but that's enough for wrestling. Let's get into the big shit. College football playoff.
Time to turn this show up, folks.
Yes.
College football playoff is winding down. Stuff got interesting this past week.
Yeah, it
Very
did. I was
interesting.
surprised Arizona State lost.
Yeah, that was the shock.
The big shock, the number 5 Alabama rolling Tide beat Mississippi State.
Finally.
One team.
I say finally, somebody put those fake Mississippi State guys
But
in
it
their
was,
place.
but it wasn't easy.
Of course, it
They
wasn't
won
easy.
25-20. Alabama was up 19-0 most of the game.
Oh yeah,
Mississippi had that fight in them.
yeah. But we all know they were bound to lose.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Florida State is in their rightful spot at number 1. They are 26-0. They're the champs. They deserve to be number 1 no matter what conference they're in.
I disagree.
The thing about Florida State, they haven't played caliber teams.
Miami was a good.
Miami
Miami,
is a
see, that's the
good
thing, though.
team.
Miami is as
But-
good as it gets. And when the last
In
time
their
have they
conference.
been? Yeah, when is the last time Miami has been like ranked in the top 5?
Well,
They
Florida
had-
State did
Wow.
play Duke, and they're in the top
Duke
5.
is second
Duke is
in the
okay,
ACC.
but they're not.
But it's
they're
the
not.
AC
No, they're
yeah.
they're not
the ACC.
LSU. They're not teams like
They're
that.
not
They
teams
don't
that they
they
have
don't
to play
play
in the
those
playoffs.
teams. And the teams that they do play, it's not like they're blowing them out. They're coming back in the second half. You know.
Yeah,
Okay.
like yeah. Like
Coming
yeah.
back in the second half.
It's Florida State has either been down in the second half or up by little, and they've had to come from behind. But Jameis Winston, being the leader that he is, brings them up. So that's what's good about Jameis Winston being on that team overall.
They're an average team.
Now they just released new FBS college football rankings. Florida State's number 1. Alabama went from number 5 to number 2. Oregon, number 3, and number 4. Even though I say it should be TCU, Mississippi State is number 4.
And it's gonna change again. It's definitely gonna change again. Season's not over yet.
Yeah.
I do see TCU being number 4. Mississippi State might stay at number 5 though.
Yeah. But one thing I don't understand is Marshall. They're 10-0, but they're number 18. I don't
Because
understand that.
It's the level of quality teams that they play. They don't play anybody.
If it's that, then they should take Georgia's place. Georgia's 8-2.
But Georgia plays
Georgia's in
good
the SEC.
teams.
Yeah,
Georgia
in the
plays
But they're
great teams.
8-2.
of the best
Because they
conference.
play the best.
But
Yes.
Marshall's 10-0.
But they play nobody.
Who does Marshall play?
They
Don't
play
know.
nobody.
But they're in the
Exactly.
rankings.
Yeah.
They should be in the playoff talk.
USC.
No.
No.
Marshall?
USC. That's like saying USC should be in the playoff talk this year. They're a good team, but they're only ranked what 23,
24.
24.
They lost what? How many games have they lost?
Oklahoma, surprisingly, is 23 after they've lost a couple games.
Yeah, like so.
They've fallen off the ranks.
The way the rankings are, yeah, it's about how good of a team you are in the country, but some of the rankings aren't based on the toughness of your schedule until you get to the top 10.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now, the
to get into the
reason,
top 10, it's how tough your schedule is.
the
Now-
reason that Marshall is where they're at is because they're undefeated. That's their blessing that they're ranked. That's what they should be proud
So they'll
of.
be in a bowl game?
Yeah, they'll be in a
They'll
bowl
be
game.
in a bowl game.
They deserve a bowl game
But they're not
because
gonna be-
they're undefeated.
They're not going to be in the playoffs.
Oh, no.
Now, there's 3 teams that dropped out. Number 15, Notre Dame, with their loss, they've officially been dropped out. Number 18, Clemson, same with them. And number 20, LSU. They've been dropped out of the top 25. What are your thoughts?
None of them, the rankings are kind of right. I kind of have a little twist in minds, but they don't deserve to be there because
Now,
you can tell the teams aren't that
Now,
good.
do you feel ever since Notre Dame lost to Florida State, they lost their magic touch? Ever since that controversial victory from Florida State?
I do.
Because I remember, though, like, Florida State was number 1 and Notre Dame was in the top 5. And then when Florida State beat them in that controversial call, things just started falling downhill for Notre Dame.
They almost took a L to the Navy. So that's
The
not
Navy.
good. That's not.
How come the Navy or Army are never in the rankings?
That's a good question. Well, they're
independent.
Yeah, they're
right?
independent, so they're
If they win,
never
they
really-
could be in
yeah.
the rankings.
They're never really in, but the teams they play though, they can play. They actually can play anybody they want.
So
But-
if they wanted to, they can play Kansas State or
But-
UCLA.
No, it's Air Force. Air Force is in the ACC. They suck.
One of them is ranked. I don't know if it's
The
West
Army?
Point or one of them is
Army
ranked.
was ranked. Army
Yeah.
was ranked, but Yeah, I don't think they're really focused on getting like national titles. Like they're just the Army and Navy. Like you can't get better than the Army and Navy. Like,
Just beat the other team. That's what they're. That's
Pretty much,
it's all
yeah.
about pride. With the
Yeah,
Army Navy
it's
game,
about
they
pride,
just
yeah.
beat the Navy. Beat the
I don't
Army.
think they're really. I don't think their coaching staff is like, yeah, we're trying to win a national championship. Maybe. I mean, that would just be me. Like,
I would like to see one of those teams be in a championship game.
'Cause
It'd actually be good for the
I
country.
don't even. Has anyone from like Army or Navy gone to the NFL?
Other than Roger Staubach, I don't really
Okay.
think of any other person.
Yeah.
He is the only Heisman winner that has done service for our country. So, but other than that, I can't really name any players off the top of my head.
Let me ask you this: who's your playoff teams right now?
I got Oregon,
You got Oregon number 1.
number 4.
Okay.
Florida State number 1.
Okay.
Alabama number 2.
Okay.
Number 3 TCU.
And number 4, you said
Oregon.
Oregon. So you got Oregon versus Florida State. Who wins that game?
Florida State in a very exciting game.
Okay.
You rarely see a Pac-12 team face an ACC team. I'm not a big college football fan, but even a average fan would know that those two they don't really play each other at all. So this would be Jameis's first ever game against a good Pac-12 team. It'd be exciting. Same with TCU and Bama. That would be an exciting game. But I see in the championship Florida State and TCU. TCU
State
pulling
and
off
TCU.
the upset.
Wait, who's Florida State beating?
Oregon
Oh no, I can't see that.
and TCU beating Bama.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I said it.
Because I don't
I
know what
said
he's
it.
over here talking
The
about.
Frogs are going to win it.
So they're not in the playoff right now. So
No.
you got to beat them, Bama.
Yeah.
They're not even in the playoffs now. There's no chance.
Hey, like Jamal said, things change. We got two,
Things
3 more
change.
weeks
College
of football.
football is unpredictable,
True.
but I don't see TCU being Bama. Like
I don't
Yeah.
see TCU in the playoffs.
Okay.
it's a possibility. I'm not counting them out. I'm just saying TCU could be in it. TCU could be in it, but they're not beating Bama if they play Bama. I see TCU playing Oregon, not being a good game, but Oregon coming out of it winning, and then Florida State and Bama beating Florida
So
State.
who do you think can win the whole thing?
I think Bama might take it.
Bama might take it.
But if they play Oregon might take it.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to see Alabama versus Oregon. That's the matchup I want to see, and hopefully the Tide pull it off.
We can only hope.
So we're going to your favorite MJ.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
recently there was an anniversary. Michael Jordan's first NBA game, and we are going to tell you our favorite Michael Jordan moments of all time.
Yeah.
My favorite is the first time he ever played Kobe Bryant. It was kind of like the first and last time,
Yeah.
which was the 03 All-Star game, which is pretty much like Michael Jordan passing the torch to Kobe. Like it was the past facing the present and the future.
Yeah.
That's my favorite moment. What about yours?
Mine would be, even though I didn't grow up watching Michael Jordan in the Bulls era, I've heard of it, but when I saw him come to the Wizards, it was like very cool. I mean, when he came in the 80s, he played in that era where it was dominated by Magic Johnson and Julius Erving, and he won in the 90s where there were so many players like Clyde Drexler, Hakeem, Shaquille. The list is endless in the 90s. And then playing in this generation, he played 3 generations of NBA, if you think about it. And he played back in that day. He had Vince Carter, T-Mac, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Yao Ming, Jason Kidd, and Ray Allen, and Kevin Garnett, Tim
And
Duncan,
list goes
Tony
on.
Parker.
Let's
List
just-
goes
yeah,
on.
list goes
So seeing Michael Jordan go toe-to-toe with the players that are old now, who back in the day were on their prime, they were young. So it was real cool and very unique seeing MJ play the game. But he didn't do it just for publicity. He did it because he said he loved the game. And you don't see many players with that kind of attitude. So MJ, my favorite was his Wizard days, even though it wasn't as good as his Bull days. But seeing him play was pretty cool. What about you, Kay?
Like you, I didn't get to see Jordan in his prime, and we talked about this last night.
Kids.
We said we were going to discuss our favorite MJ moment. And I thought long and hard, and I could only think about one thing, especially being a kid at the time. Space Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Space Jam.
I didn't even think about Space
Space
Jam.
Jam.
I didn't.
Space Jam.
My favorite
It's
part,
your
my
jam.
favorite moment, it's the Looney Tunes versus the Monstars. Couple seconds left on the clock. Can I preach to him one time?
Preach.
Couple seconds left on the clock. My MJ goes from half court, steps over a Monstar, reaches out, and the
arm stretch.
the devil, aka the Monstars, always want to
pull you back.
Yeah, pull you back.
Here's the thing, though. MJ didn't realize he's in their universe, so he can do whatever.
Let me finish my story. So when us Christians, we don't let things hold us back.
Nope.
We find a way to overcome. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
So MJ looks back and sees the Monstar, aka the devil.
That's right.
The devil.
Try to to misguide him, to take him away from the main goal, which is to win the basketball game.
Win the basketball game.
What does Michael do? Michael stretches out.
He stretches out.
Now your arm is only supposed to go as long as it looks. But just like Jesus, sometimes you just don't know.
It was that will.
Because you don't see, does
will.
not mean it's not there. So he stretches out.
Stretches out.
Amen. And he
Amen.
puts the ball in the basket and wins the game for the Looney Tunes.
Hallelujah.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
The doors of the church are open.
Woo.
That's my favorite MJ moment.
God put us a gift, and that was Michael Jordan.
Indeed it was. Can we get this brother?
I felt the Holy Spirit for a second.
Amen.
Ooh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Woo.
What are we talking about now?
And on that note, unfortunately, we do have to end it here.
End it here.
But before we do, a couple weeks ago, Frankie made some comments about the San Antonio Spurs that Keenan did not like. And Frankie's favorite team is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Interesting.
And on Wednesday,
Yeah.
the Spurs
Neanderthals.
will play
Cavemen.
the Cavaliers.
Dinosaurs.
Wow.
The Cavs ain't doing so good.
Cavs are.
We'll see on Wednesday. But anyway, for Keenan and Frankie, I'm your host, Jamal Bostic. We don't have sexually transmitted diseases. These are just toys.
Yeah. Where did they go? Oh, yeah.
Here's syphilis.
Got rid of my syphilis.
And Giselle, we miss you.
We miss you.
We hope to see you next week.
Hope to see you.
Come back next week.
Please do.
Don't forget to
Love,
like,
Jay.
Indeed.
subscribe,
Indeed.
follow us on Twitter. Frankie Single,
At Old Dirty K. Somewhere down there.
Jamal Single.
Right
here.
down there somewhere.
Catch me at Subway tonight. I'll be working 11 to 7.
Indeed.
You guys have a good day. Love you, Mom.
This is
R.I.P.
Hello, world, and welcome to a brand new episode of Spotlight News, episode 10. I might add.
Yeah,
Getting
episode
there.
10. All right.
It's almost over. Semester's almost over, guys.
Yeah.
And once again, I am your host, Jamal Bostic, at Jamal Cinco Uno on Twitter. Sitting with my guys, Keenan Wright, Frankie Genera, hometown hero, I might add. He went to Kennedy High School. This guy's a legend out here. In the
Who told you that?
This guy's a legend.
I'm not.
We're once again this week we're missing a
The
loved
beautiful
individual.
damsel, Giselle.
She's a damsel, all right.
Oh,
The beautiful
Giselle Vega. She's unfortunately,
8.5 out of 10. She's still in Mexico somewhere.
yeah.
Oh, is
We,
that's
she didn't really answer back to our texts. You know,
They
so
have service out there?
we're kind of worried. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. She could be. She's somewhere in Mexico. That's all I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we miss you, Giselle. Like, text us back, tweet us, something. But if you're getting kidnapped, I hope you're watching the show. All right. So what we got in entertainment news today, gentlemen? What's going on?
Other than the Kim Kardashian paper magazine, which is very hype already blown up as it is, there really isn't nothing much to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Beyonce's sister Solange just got married.
Oh, really? The one that took a swing at Jay-Z?
That one. That's the only sister I know.
Yeah.
Unless you want to count like the rest of Destiny's Child as Beyonce's sisters.
No, of course not.
No.
Well, everybody except Michelle.
Why not?
Solange is
Why
the
you
ugly.
calling Michelle out?
She's the ugly sister.
Oh.
What?
Yes. Like
Solange is
Beyonce, she's the
beautiful.
pretty one. She's the one that has the implants. She's the one that gets all the attention. While Solange, she's not the sister that gets as much attention as Beyonce.
Well, Solange is not a superstar. She's just.
Yeah.
doesn't
That's what
mean
I'm
she's
saying.
not
There,
beautiful.
she's the.
Solange is
Well, she's not ugly, but it's a metaphor term, like the ugly sister, like no one, the sister that no one pays attention
she's
to.
like the ugly stepsister.
Until she took a swing at Jay-Z, then everybody knew her name.
I think people knew who she was already. But,
Yeah.
She had a cool little music career at first, you know. I never listened to her music.
I never listened. I didn't know she sung. Was it gospel or?
No, it was R&B, I think.
Name a song.
She had a hit. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. But yeah, she got married over the weekend. You know, everybody was there. It was a nice little cordial affair. Young man who shouldn't be in that life. Now he's going to be strolling up and down Lincoln Boulevard doing bad things.
Going on Crenshaw.
Oh my God.
You better not go down. You better not go down Crenshaw. I'm gonna forget you said that. To be honest.
I'll go down there tonight. Be like, any of you guys know Jamal?
Oh, hey.
No.
Coming back. He won't make it back.
Hey, that's on you, bro. We can't. I can do the show just me and Ken. But anyway, in music news, I'm pretty excited about this actually. My man J. Cole coming out of his little hiatus, man. I ain't seen J. Cole in a minute. You know, me and J. Cole are pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's his real name?
Jermaine.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it right.
Jermaine Cole. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We tight. Okay.
Yeah, but he's been MIA for a long time.
Yeah, man. He recently announced on Twitter that his new album is coming out by the end of the year. The title of the album is 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Maybe it's somewhere he grew up.
20 what?
14 Forest Hills Drive.
Forest Hill Drive. All right.
It should be. I mean, I've always been a big fan of J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, J. Cole is one of those rappers who just, like, you want to. I woke up like sick, like feeling sick.
That was the worst.
Ebola's spreading.
Ebola.
Well, I don't know. Somebody I know must have had it because I got it. I don't even know how I got it. Like I've been bundling up like every night. Like I was definitely trying to avoid getting sick.
I woke up beautiful. I had to study till 2 in the morning, but this morning I felt a new life. Energy.
Waking up with that cocoa.
Yeah. Wait, can't say that on TV.
Let's not say that.
Yeah,
on live.
I woke up feeling great.
What?
What? No. What are we talking about?
What did we teaching him?
I didn't teach him nothing.
Usually before we go live, these two are just sitting in here just doing God knows what. Well, you know,
He taught me
Talking
something
football.
new. He taught me something new.
they were actually mic'd up the whole time so I could hear what they were saying.
He taught me how to love cocoa.
Keenan
Oh my
is trying to
God.
teach Frankie how to be a drug dealer.
What?
He's educating him on the art of cocaine.
Oh my God.
How to sell it, how to smoke it, all that. Like
I can't deal with you
you're
guys.
teaching the kid bad ways.
I'm just teaching
Frankie
them how
is a-
to groove to a beat. You know,
Frankie's an innocent.
forget with the
Young.
lyrics. The beat is nice.
Frankie's an innocent. It was beautiful. It was pleasant. It was wonderful.
I'm sure Jay showed up.
Yeah, me and Keenan got invited, but we couldn't go because
We're busy.
Yeah, we was busy.
Work.
We're busy people here.
Getting to the money.
It's probably news. Yeah, we gotta get paid. I definitely gotta
Not
get paid.
only with jobs, though with school. Like he said, though, we're in week 13 of the semester, so this is when shit's going down for the students.
Finals week is coming up. Unfortunately, just like the deadline for our Divergent magazine is coming up. If you go to Cypress College, or if you like live in Cypress College and you like wander campuses, regularly, you should come through and get the newest issue. It's coming soon. We're everybody's working on it in the back over here. And, we're just, we're working hard.
Yeah.
We're hardly working. But yeah, it's
Are
coming
working
soon.
hardly.
Yes. But forgot. How you guys doing today?
Great.
It's
Doing
Monday.
good. I feel
Great.
big wearing this
Monday.
jersey. I feel big.
Steeler football Monday.
Monday.
Maybe
Good
it's
luck,
maybe
guys.
it's because of the stars on the shoulders. It makes me feel big. I don't know. I just feel different in this jersey. But I'm feeling good, Jay. How about you, Matt? What about your Patriots?
My Patriots are doing well, but that's another story for
Okay,
another
okay,
segment of the show.
okay. Assuming you're in a happy mood.
Yes, I feel a tad bit shitty today. I'm not gonna